It seems like Diddy is standing on the cliff of his career, and he might just fall right off after the recent revelations by several people about the music mogul he's facing extreme backlash for his actions, and fans could not have been happier. About this, for those of you who don't know, we have his ex-girlfriend Cassie Venture to thank for all of this. She filed a lawsuit against the rapper and detailed the abuse she went through at the hands of Diddy. Ever since that news and details of the lawsuit were made public, more and more people have been coming forward to talk about how Diddy did them wrong too. Ooh, Diddy, you are in trouble. Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, has filed a $30 million lawsuit accusing him of forcing her to sleep with other men, take drugs, and other things. This was the last thing that I expected. Diddy has always had a questionable reputation from the start of his career. He is linked to some very shady people and has had some very dark allegations made against him by people he has been around. The man has literally been accused of every crime you could think of, so that should put a good image of his reputation in your head. But despite all of this, he has tried pretty hard to portray a very specific image of himself through social media. In the eyes of his fans, he has always been a nice guy who was misunderstood. But after what Cassie revealed, even his fans are doubtful about Diddy as a person. Speaking of the lawsuit that Cassie Venture filed, she talked about how the music mogul was physically, emotionally, and even sexually abusive to her all throughout their 10-year-long relationship. She said that he had a really bad temper and he took it all out on her. She stated one instance where he hit her so hard that her face distorted, and then to hide what he had done, he sent her on a vacation so that no one would see the damage he had done to her face. Now that is some next level insanity. After all of this became public knowledge, people started canceling Diddy and calling them authorities to take serious action. Fans could not have been happier about this. And one person who was on cloud nine was none other than the best friend of another one of his ex-girlfriends, Kimora. Kimora Lee was one of the closest friends of Kim Porter, who dated Diddy and died under mysterious circumstances. Now Kimora has come forward talking about how it was actually Diddy who killed Kim Porter as well, and then covered it all up with the help of his industry connections and his money. You're watching The Celebrity Circle, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Kim Porter's best friend Kimora exposed Diddy for murdering Kim Porter and covering it up. But before we get to talking about that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. Now, for those of you who don't know, let us tell you a little about how Kim Porter died and all the mystery behind it. Ever since she passed away, fans have not been at rest because all of us think it was actually murder and not natural death. At the time of her death, the authorities concluded that she had passed away from pneumonia in her sleep, but that didn't sit right with any of us. We all thought that there was something that was being hidden from us. Even Kim's close friends and family thought something was fishy about the whole case. The case was closed soon after it was opened, which made the whole thing even more suspicious. We all just knew that Diddy had something to do with the death of Kim Porter, but we didn't exactly have any proof of it, so we couldn't really do anything about it. But now Kim's best friend Kimora has come forward to confirm everything that we've been saying for years about the case. Even Kim's ex-boyfriend, I'll be sure, talked about how he knew Kim didn't die of pneumonia and that there was something else going on. He posted a tribute to his friend on Instagram and talked about how he knew something was being hidden. Kimora was the person who found Kim at the time of her death, so we know everything she says is going to be true. And she was super close with the model, and that's why even the authorities have been listening to what Kimora has to say. But before we tell you all about what she said, do us a little favor and share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content. People have been pointing fingers at Diddy for a very long time, but no one ever listened carefully. Now that Cassie opened the can of worms that is Diddy's past, everything is coming out. And boy, is it bad. It was always a between those two physically, but Kim got tired of, and she wasn't taking her if he put his hands on her. She was going at him now. If you thought that pneumonia was the only thing suspicious about the murder case of Kim Porter, let us tell you the whole drama with the coroner. So the first coroner that was put on the case worked on the case for a bit, and after looking more into it, he found out that Kim did not die a natural death. Yes, that's right. According to him, there were toxins found in Kim's system that could have been responsible for her death. These are the kinds of toxins that can create pneumonia and heart attack-like symptoms in individuals. so that the murder actually looks like a natural death. Even Jaguar Wright hinted at this a whit. Leago, check it out, Kim died from pneumonia. But there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia, like symptoms after the coroner revealed these things started to get tough for him before he died under mysterious circumstances. So as soon as he was about to crack the case, he died. Another coroner was put in his place, and it took him over 2 weeks just to say that Kim Porter died of pneumonia. According to sources, Diddy paid the second coroner a large sum of money just to get the reports he wanted so that his reputation wouldn't go down the drain. Now a lot of people have wondered why exactly would Diddy want to get rid of his own girlfriend, one that he has dated for so long and apparently loved so much. Well, there was a lot going on behind closed doors, and Kim was going to expose all of it, according to sources she was working on. In a tell-all book right before she died, Kay probably told all that in her book. You understand that up and got missing the day she died. Ken had completed the book and was just looking for the right publisher. This book would have literally put Diddy in prison if it ever came out, so it's not certain. Surprising that Diddy got rid of his problems from the root by getting rid of Kim. According to this book, Kim described Diddy exactly the way Cassie did in her lawsuit. Abusive. A lot of people who have worked with Diddy have come forward, talking about how abusive Diddy tends to get with his romantic partners when no one's looking. One night up, when they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way, and Kim took one of those cords, screws, and ripped his wrist up and hit her artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital after Kimora found out everything that Cassie had said in her lawsuit. She remembered how Kim used to be back when she was dating Diddy. Kimora probably knows the truth about their relationship and how Kim ended up dying because of it. She knows that it was Diddy who got rid of her best friend just to keep his reputation clean. He tried to shut Cassie up as well, but that didn't work, as some of you might know. According to her lawyer, she denied all of Diddy's hush money and went public with her statement. This is the reason Kimora is happier than ever and showed her satisfaction with the situation. On Instagram, she posted a cryptic story to her Instagram where she hinted at everything. Even this slight hint was enough to answer everyone who knows about the situation. In the story, she said, "You sell what you reap." And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think it was actually Diddy who murdered Kim Porter? Do you think Kim's case is going to be reopened after all of this? What do you think is going to happen next in this drama? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video right here at the Celebrity Circle.